What do you call it when a provincial police commissioner rocks up with full combat uniform and he's flanked by masked men with R5s, and he says the criminal justice system is being corrupt? Paul O'Sullivan says it's not a press conference, it's a warning sign. This is what he said when he was interviewed by eNewsroom. So on this episode, we are laying out receipts, the contradictions, and yes, the obsession with that Louis Vuitton bag. We need to address this issue. So without wasting any time, let's get into it. And welcome to the Courtroom Chronicles, Trials of South Africa. If it's your birthday, Mdase, happy birthday to you. So what did Paul O'Sullivan say? Paul, the forensic investigator, he's known for taking down big names like Jackie Silebi. If you remember Jackie Silebi, this is the man who had taken him down. So he sat down with News Africa after Mkhwanazi's now viral press conference that we all have seen. And so he was asked about this. Then this is what he had to tell us. So from his very first line, he didn't come here to play. This is what we've seen. He takes us back to 2012. And he says, when Mkhwanazi was acting as National Commissioner and masemola was the head of crime intelligence, Paul alleges that the two were involved in what he calls an unlawful 35 million rand spent on the crime intelligence Secret Service account. He says they used to buy what he calls luxury vehicles. That is what he said. So now, before you switch off, let us hear Paul out. I think we need to give him a chance to say whatever that he needs to say. So I need you to listen very carefully. So let us talk facts now. The Citizen, Sowetan, IOL, news articles confirm this. So in the final quarter of 2011 and 2012 financial year, 35 million was spent by crime intelligence over 140 vehicles. Some were high-end. These were BMW X3s and GPs, SRTs. These were Audis. These were Mercedes C-classes. So now Mkhwanazi defended the move. He didn't say this didn't happen. He defended the move. He said it was operationally necessary. And he said investigations are welcomed by the AG, the public protector, and even the parliament. So he said you can investigate if you want to investigate. So yes, Paul is telling the truth about the spending. But no, he's not telling you that Mkhwanazi openly requested to be investigated at the same time. So that is important context. In everything that we say, there needs to be context in it. So this is what Paul didn't mention. He mentioned the 35 million, but he didn't mention that part about Mkhwanazi. So let us also go and talk about the elephant in the room, the Louis Vuitton bag, guys. The reason why I say this is important is because the previous video that I did, where they asked his commentary about the 7 accused in the crime intelligence, the top rank officers, he mentioned this Louis Vuitton bag, and he only mentioned Masemola's name in that video that I did. But then here it is again. The Louis Vuitton bag is popping up. And now he's talking about the two men and this Louis Vuitton bag. So let us talk about it. Now, things are getting softly and serious. But yeah, let us talk about it. So Paul brings up an overseas trip. Both Mkhwanazi and masemola allegedly accepted Louis Vuitton bags as gifts from police suppliers. The value is between 70,000 rand and 100,000 each. And then according to Paul, they didn't declare this in the customs. Now, family, listen to me. Why is Paul so fixated in this Louis Vuitton bag, guys? Let me know in the comment section. Why is he so fixated in this? Did the bag solve any murder case? Was it evidence in a crime? I don't know. So, or was it just simply fabulous? I don't know, because he keeps on mentioning it. So in all seriousness, though, undeclared gifts from suppliers are an ethics issue. So I guess that is why he keeps on mentioning it. Even if it's just a bag, yeah, it's an issue. So, okay, yeah, because I was starting to think that maybe he also wanted one for the wife. I'm joking. Jokes. So again, let us get to the combat uniform stance now. He says, this really shocked people, the visuals. Mkhwanazi appeared in what looked like a task force gear, and he's a provincial commissioner, not a special task force member. So why was he wearing that? This is what Paul said. He said he stood flanked by heavily armed massmen with R5 rifles. Paul called it a show of force. He said that's how it seemed to him, and said it looked like a soft coup. And here's what we know. According to the SAPS policy, certain uniforms, especially the STF combat gear, are reserved for specific units. Even within the SAPS, if you wear it without authorization, it can lead to disciplinary action. So if you are not SAPS at all, it's illegal. You can get arrested for that. So the question is, was Mkhwanazi allowed to wear that? And if he was, he says, who approved it? If not, why was no one held accountable for that? That is what Mkhulu Paul said. So was this insubordination or a strategic move? Paul questions whether Mkhwanazi had permission from the National Commissioner Masemola to even hold that press conference. Was it a coordinated strike against the police minister, the NPA, and the judiciary? Or did Mkhwanazi go rogue? And more importantly, he says, are we watching the SAP's dirty laundry for everyone to see because of internal wars? Or are these real concerns for public safety? These are the questions that Paul was asking. So these are the closing thoughts. And I'd like to know what you think now. What makes this episode part of the Trials of South Africa is that we've got cops that are fighting each other. They're accusing each other of corruption, gifts, uniforms, and misuse now of power, and meanwhile things are happening. And people are just saying that some people are saying they should have handled this internally. Others are saying, Mr. Mkhwanazi is asking for help because he can see that now he's being cornered and people are ganging up on him. So he's doing the right thing by letting us know. And some people are saying, hey, we must vote. If he opens a party, we'll vote for him. These are the men and women this is the type of men that we need in our parliaments, in politics, people who are true to their calling. And so if SAPS is going to war with itself, who's going to fight for us? So a lot of things are being said by different people. Have you ever felt like the SAPS works for you? Or are these leadership dramas just a distraction while the country burns? So drop your thoughts in the comment section. Do you believe Paul? Or do you believe Mkhwanazi? So like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification button. In this country, we do not wait for justice. We watch it happen. And until next time, thank you for watching. God bless. Ciao.